Yo, what is going on, everybody? Carnage back here again. And I know I don't usually post a lot of videos during the week, but this is kind of an exception. I am currently watching my parents' dogs at the moment, and I thought I'd get out of the house for a little bit, just because I feel like the dogs have been, kind of a little, you know, me out, like they're tired of me. So I decided to go up to Walmart. And on my way back from Walmart, I remembered, oh yeah, there's like a consignment shop or something similar to that near this Walmart. So as I was driving down the road, uh, I was trying to find it, and I finally remembered, oh yeah, it's right across from the movie theater that's in this town. And then yeah, they were open. I was the only person in there for like maybe 10, 15 minutes. And let me just say, this dude had a lot of amazing things for like very cheap. Like the most expensive comic he had was like a $20 book, which I mean, still decently expensive, but the price that all of them were together was like 45, but he was like, "Tell you what, I'll give it to you for 30." And I was like, "All right, cool." Yeah, so I'm going to be starting off with the dollar books first. So the first dollar book I have is this Batman 10-cent adventure. Mostly picked it up because I really thought the cover was cool looking. Really do like it. And the back cover is pretty cool too. This is Dark Knight Strikes Again. And if I remember correctly, I believe it's from 2002. Yep, 2002. Pretty cool. Very cool cover. Next one up is Venom Lethal Protector issue number 3. And this one is the most beat up book that I found or picked up, but I really do want to like try and get the first ever, solo series of Venom. And right now I have issue number 2, and this is issue number 3 to that same series. So I'm getting closer. And then the next one up is one that I know my uncle had, but I sold it just because, I didn't really want it at the time. But then I kept thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, I should really find that. That is Daredevil number 184. Very cool cover with Daredevil with a gun. Very cool. Really do like it. Not so sure what happens in this issue, but I know I saw a second copy that was like $10, and this one looked pretty good, other than like some mild damage or dent. That's what I meant. Like literally just kind of like mildly folded, like right about there. Don't know if you can see that really, but a little dented in the back, but not too bad. This next book, uh, I've been seeing on a lot of comic channels. It's been people have been talking about, oh, it's gonna blow up, and I'm just like, oh really? And that is issue number 1 of Wonder Man. And like fully honest, I just thought this was just a cool cover in general. I don't know why it's blowing up. I think he might be getting his own movie at some point, or he might appear in a TV show. Anyway, I do apologize if this is kind of a little weird. Like I mentioned, I'm watching my parents' dogs this weekend, so I'm just not in my natural habitat. I I know I said habitat, but habitat, home, same thing. This next book I picked up just because I thought it was just a pretty cool cover, and this is one of my favorite characters. It is Wolverine issue number 7. Pretty cool cover. Again, $1 for all these books that I'm showing right now. And then he had a separate box that was like more expensive books, which most expensive book was like $20 in there. But I mean, for what he had, like he should have been charging way more for it, man. Next one up, another one that's kind of beat up, but I'm mostly just going to be reading it anyway, just because it's not very popular at the moment, but it might be at some point. West Coast Avengers issue number 3 of 4, and this is definitely my favorite cover that I've seen on any of the what was it, 80s books? I think this was made in the 80s, 1984. Yep. Like out of all the 80s books I've seen, this is the one that I can say is my favorite. The next one I have up, actually, I'll save that one for next up. But first off, I have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 384. As far as I know, this one is not a key of any sort. I mostly picked it up because I don't really have a ton of Spider-Man books, and I thought this would be, just pretty cool. Well, and just kind of looking through it, there's like a whole war journal type thing going on in it from the Punisher. It will be nice to see Maria and the children again. Okay, that's kind of dark and gritty. But then again, this book was made in like, what, 94? 93, I was close. But again, very cool book to be added to my ASM collection. And this next book, I was kind of surprised was on the dollar rack. So I'm assuming he doesn't really know a ton about the books he had. But let me just say, this one I was very surprised to find. That is Booster Gold issue number 2. And I believe this is the second appearance of Booster Gold. I know his first appearance was in his own... I gotta fly on my phone, sorry. Anyway, sorry about that. I had a fly on my phone. I am doing this in the kitchen, by the way, if you couldn't tell by the refrigerator. But yeah, very cool book. Very happy I found it. And I do believe... I think this might be the first appearance of whatever the character that Pete Davidson played was in the movie. Sorry, it keeps flying on my phone. Got it. All right, cool. All right, and this little stack of books, he should have had way more on all of these, man. Just because, they are very, very, very interesting. I'm just gonna go with, one of the cheaper ones, or cheaper as in, this is still cheap for it, but at a comic book shop I saw this is like $30. And that is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 410. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the first appearance of Spider Carnage. Very iconic cover too. I really do like it. And I've only ever seen this one other time, and that's at my local comic shop that I work at. Excuse me. And it's like $30, man. And he had it for 10. The next one I found, which I'm pretty sure is like a $45 book, is The Punisher War Journal issue number 1. And as you can see right there, $5. I'm pretty sure this dude didn't fully know what he had. And let me just say, this is a very clean copy too. I am not seeing any severe damage on this whatsoever. And I am kind of getting into the Punisher a little bit more. Don't know why I had to say it like Punisher. It's very, very cringy. Oh, is this one actually a reprint? Sorry, I'm kind of getting a little distracted. I'm just... not so sure if it is or not. March 1990. Okay. And these are all 90s commercials. Alright. But anyway, New Mutants issue number 87. First appearance of Cable. I think this is the first appearance of Cable anyway. I'm not 100% sure, just because normally in the corner it has a barcode. And this one doesn't have it, so this one may be a reprint. But anyway, first appearance of Cable. And then this next book, sorry about that noise. But anyway, this next book I found was, let me just say, this one was even if it's a reprint, it's one that I'm definitely picking up. Just because this character is one of my favorite from DC. And let me just say, I love this character so much. That is issue number 1 of 4 of The Main Man, Lobo. And this isn't his first appearance. That was in the Forever Men, I think. Forever People? Forever People, yeah. Issue number 3 or 4, something like that. But let me just say, this one, another clean looking copy too. Just, the worst damage I can really see is just in this bottom corner. And it just, feels just kind of it was dented or something. But I mean, other than that, it's gorgeous. Very little damage other than maybe a couple little spine, or not spine ticks, cover ticks. But I mean, other than that, like, gorgeous looking cover, man. And I should also mention that this is the same place that I found my Thor annual #1, the first appearance of Hercules, on that same dollar rack when I was like, I was I was in 7th grade when I found it, so like 13, 14 years old, man. Let me just say, that was something I didn't even know was going to be big at any point in my life. But let me just say, I am very grateful that I found it. And then this next one, like, this one is a little more beat up than most of the other books I've seen, especially on the spine with all the ticks. But this is Amazing Spider-Man issue 344, and this is the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, later becomes Carnage. Let me just say, the fact that this was $10, man, $10 of a character that I really enjoy. Granted, I should probably read his, like, comic series going on, because I don't know what the hell happened, but Carnage is apparently going to different multiverses and killing Venoms and becoming the ultimate, like, powerhouse. But let me just say, like, finding that was just mind-blowing to me, man. Just because, like, fully honest, I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to find that for under, like, like $65, which, I mean, is still like a fair, I'm gonna put it in quotes, like, fair price. Like, it's not too bad, but I mean, finding it for 10 and then getting it in a stack of other books for like $30, like, let me just say, that's just boggling to me, man. But anyway, I apologize if I'm just, kind of acting a little strange, just because I'm still trying to believe that I got all of this for $30. Just because, like, a lot of these books are, like, way more than that just by themselves. Especially, like, this one. Like, this is a $65 book. Like, I could truthfully just sell this, get my money back, plus double. I'm not, but I mean, I could. And that's just what, boggles my mind, man. But anyway, enough about that. Sorry if this video was kind of a little, ass. I was thinking about waiting until I got home, but I was just a little too excited, or home as in, where I live, rather than my parents' kitchen. And looks like the fly didn't die. Go away. Piss off. Why? Okay, it didn't. Okay, the fly's not scared of anything. But anyway, sorry about that again. And sorry for, like, the lower quality, even though I'm pretty sure all my videos are, like, lower quality. But anyway, where was I? Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. And I'm going to steal this from, not Manhunter Comics, Lunch Money Comics. Like, you can find comics in weird and mysterious places for, like, very good prices. You just have to look for it. Like, I am stealing that from him, but it's true, man. Like, I went to a place I was kind of, like, 50-50 on going to, and then I was like, oh, it's on my way back, I'll just stop by. Let me just say, I am very grateful I did, because I would not have Cletus Cassidy's first appearance. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Sorry if I go on a lot of tangents in my videos, but I really do appreciate all of you guys watching and, supporting my channel, even though 90% of what I post is kind of like cringy garbage content. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will be doing a live stream, possibly be doing a live stream later tonight. Excuse me. We'll be possibly doing one later tonight. Not 100% sure though, haven't decided on that fully. But anyway, thank you guys for watching again, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you again, and peace.